The pressure is on. He is going to be in the loser's side. He has to win the first to 3, at least in the very beginning, at least to get that reset going against MenaRD, but there's going to be so much adaptation involved here between that set he had in winners finals against MenaRD. However, Mena could bulldoze him, right? He's definitely a man of the people. He's got a lot of heart, got a lot of emotion, and rides off of that. He's made some pretty impressive reads against Kakeru, hence why we see him coming in from the loser side. We'll see what happens now. This is it. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you yet again the grand finals, Kakeru versus MenaRD.
And finally, the intro gets to rock for our final set of the evening. Everybody around the world and here in the venue, it's time for Evolution Grand Finals. Kakeru from Japan, Mena by way of the Dominican Republic. And what a block early from him.
Very big call out against Kakeru, which will get the throw. Closing the gap immediately from that Blanka ball. This is the corner pressure that we talked about in the previous time they interacted in the winners finals. Kakeru was not able to escape throw jail.
Yeah, he was really in trouble. The reads on offense from Mena were so good. And his ability to sniff out kind of the weakness on your defense and the weakness of your own offense is something that makes him a world-class player. One of his biggest strengths. Burnout here coming from Mena. He knows it, so he just drive reversals right away. Threatening the hop, and what a check.
Oh, and he actually drive rushed right into Mena's hands. A couple of lights, the conversion into, oh my God! He dug his nails right into the suit.
And when you're right, you're right. Mena just knew he had the triple lights into the level 1 just in case. The forward heavy punch afterwards. Mena, there's so much offense here, and you can just feel the pressure is on Kakeru to make something happen. And it's not working so far as Mena, again, that forward medium kick usage this whole entire tournament to beat those late reactions. And boy, oh boy, is it amnesia time or not is the question here. Doesn't go for it just yet, and now he's gonna beat up his drive gauge, threaten him, and he backs off trying to bait something there. What? The perfect parry Prince! And the wrong combo again! Oh my, he's right this time. Lots of bar on his side, he doesn't spend any.
That lightning beast draining just little by little. He's trying to put up so many projectiles. Is Kakeru to reduce that timer? Drive rush on it in there.
Oh
no! Oh,
and the parry. Side swap. Goes for the reset, and he catches him swinging just like that. Mena's on the board.
Back-to-back call-outs. Kakeru falling for it. MenaRD's gonna be feeling mad confident after that first game.
Gotta slow him down, that's the thing, and he's having so much trouble. The looks, look at that. The looks he gives him are so confusing. It's fake coward crouch, and then the drive rush catches the whip. There's the anti-air from Kakeru. He finds a sliver of control in this match, but he hasn't had much so far.
And it's so expensive now, too. Teleport on in there, try to catch a normal, perhaps. What just happened? He was still within range of the throw. Did he move forward, extend his hurt box?
Yep, exactly. He drive rushed into it. Now Burnout's a threat. And that's that on the drive gauge here. Goes for the throw. Again, it was regular amnesia for Kakeru and the DI. This time he's ready. Portal out. He gets some space, but Mena has a lot of drive gauge to chew through here. This Kakeru's got to try to survive for a bit here. The ball in. No parry. Out of Burnout, though.
So intense, too. MenaRD is looking for any sort of projectile at this range, right? Oh, he contemplated it.
He needs one whip punish, so he can play passive, and that's what he's doing, so Kakeru takes initiative. Mena has so much drive gauge, too. That's the thing. It's very, very hard to make this happen without that drive gauge going down. Trying to activate him to level 2 there.
So imperative that MenaRD does get that level 2, but instead it's the back throw punish counter at that.
Gonna burn him out, and now chip. Kakeru has to avoid the chip. He's gonna try to jump or amnesia the ball, so he's just waiting. Beautiful stuff from Mena. Knows the panic is coming, and he just senses with the right choices. He tells when your fear is there, and you can just make the perfect response.
Breaking down all the defensive options against Kakeru, going for the immediate level 3 right off the bat, leaving at least, what, 45 to 50%, but I'll tell you what, the drive gauge right now, so healthy for Kakeru, drive rushing on in there. The sharp angle, getting denied from that jump in. MenaRD caught it for a little bit. I love that. Drive rush, getting the command hop past the body. Level 3 is intact. He's gonna punish the hell out of that amnesia. You thought I forgot? Not today. Back medium kick to catch the side switch. Lightning Beast engaged. How do you stop this man while you're in burnout? Answer is, you probably can't.
And there it is.
The drive impact. Here comes the fella.
He Gets a combo after this as well. He's got more on the table. The up ball. EX for the kill. MenaRD marching dominantly towards an EVO championship here in Vegas. One game is all he needs. And what does Kakeru do? The whip punish works out, but it feels so temporary. There it is. He's ready with the slide.
Opening with a forward throw after that slide. Medium kick, forward medium kick at that. Getting the big opener against Kakeru. Bring him back to the corner. Drive rush on in there. Apply even more pressure. The lightning, the throws. Kakeru, no answers in sight. Trying to jump out. MenaRD is reading him like a book. He's looking at championship point. MenaRD, can he do it?
EVO Japan and EVO Vegas back-to-back championship potentially here for Mena. And Kakeru, no answers. The Capcom Cup champion just looking lost in the lights. And he just can't make a right choice here on defense. It feels like Mena just always knows. There's an amnesia that works, but nothing out of it just yet. Okay, the forward heavy kick looks good.
Not too bad, a little bit of damage. Jump back medium kick. No way! Was that
one hit away? One hit away indeed. Double drive rush. He has the level 3, and MenaRD cannot be denied 2 times here in Japan. And now your Evolution 2025 Street Fighter 6 champion, MenaRD, no end in sight. And that, I think, cements in many people's mind who the answer for the greatest Street Fighter player of all time is. Many people would argue it's the man on the stage, MenaRD.
The eruption, the emotion, the electricity, all well deserved towards MenaRD.
And I gotta say, one of the most dominant EVO performances I have ever seen.
3-0 yet again. Back-to-back winners finals, grand finals against one of the most challenging contenders we could ever ask for in this season, in multiple seasons.
And look at Kakeru. Think about Kakeru's matches. No one can touch him. Everybody else that Kakeru plays, it's like it looks like they can't play the game, and he fights Mena, and this guy's just different. There's levels to this. There's a difference, right, in how people are, and that just shows you how it is. You see the emotion getting to Mena on the stage. He's had a lot of big wins in his life, but I'm sure this is one he's been thinking about for a long time. As he gets his EVO Vegas trophy, cementing another on a very decorated trophy case for this guy up on the stage. And still sunk in that chair, of course, is our second place finisher, Kakeru. What an incredible performance from that guy. Capcom Cup champion. You can be the greatest player in the world 6 months ago, and then a loss like this is really just so heartbreaking for a player as good as him. It really doesn't feel fair that he loses. That's just how good he is, right? It doesn't feel fair for someone that talented to not be the champion here for an event like this.
There's really a lot to take in when you talk about this specific event, right? When it comes to all the tours that are involved with a multitude of different games, being at the World Championship for EVO is just so much different. And we talked about this with a plethora of different pro players. They're like, yeah, sure, Capcom Cup is cool, SK World Championships are really cool, but EVO is it for a lot of these players. Even for a lot of the spectators, even the commentary, we're like, dude, this is easily the most prestigious tournament in my opinion. Open bracket, a giant minefield going through it. You never know what happens in the top 8, but still, seeing that consistency from MenaRD easily cements him as the best.
Yeah, I cannot think of a lot of EVO performances that look like that in almost any game, right? Like, it's such a dominant performance from him. And wild to think that, you know, this is his first EVO Vegas victory, despite how good he's been at this game. And the thing about him is, you know, at different events, he's up and down and stuff like that. The big stages, he shows up, right? These EVO stages, he's always there as that competitor. And, like, watching that, it's hard to deny. Playing a character that's not that common even with all Blanka as well. Just like showing up and having that kind of a performance, it doesn't make much sense. It's just like this guy is otherworldly and an incredible competitor. Just, he's so full of fire and still, you know, despite having so many championships for so many years. His first one was 8 years ago, back in 2017, where he won that Capcom Cup. And now here he is still winning on this stage and still in the prime of his career.
Yeah, so much to really learn from a guy like MenaRD with the caliber as he is as a person, as a player, as a competitor, etc. And also really guiding the way for a lot of the players in the Dominican Republic. This right here is your moment. This right here is your champion. And you got to relish in that moment exactly with him in every single stage that he is a part of. He is blessing our community just by the work ethic he's been putting into each and every one of these games. And honestly, we wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, what a performance by him. It's hard to describe how dominant that is for an event like this, right? Especially because so many other players look so talented throughout all this, and they have such a chance, and there's so much back and forth. And Mena just shows up and has a performance like that, a wild one. So you got to be thinking, you know, going into the rest of the year, I'm curious to see how he does when he travels and all that kind of stuff. I'm curious how it shapes up around Capcom Cup when that's coming up. So incredible performance, of course, from him. Hopefully everybody here enjoyed all the matches so far. We're going to head it up to the stage to crown all of our competitors and our Evolution champion.